Happy Monday. What's going on, guys? It's Ricky with TechBud Solutions, and this is what you need to know about this week. For those that do not know, we have a series of companies that are reporting earnings, mainly retail. Companies like Home Depot reporting earnings before the market opens on Tuesday, Toll Brothers, Target, Walmart, and the list goes on. So if you see any company that catches your eye or that you're personally invested in, then again, these companies are set to report earnings this week from Monday, August 18th to Friday, August 22nd. Now, those are when it comes down to earning reports. When it comes down to economic events, the first thing that I want to share with you is Trump. Trump, as of right now, is being pretty active with what's going on with his negotiations between Russia and Ukraine. He's talking a lot about Zelensky and the possibility of trying to resolve another war. That is big news, right? Do I think that it's going to be detrimental to the overall stock market? No, but again, I don't want to just talk crap when I don't agree with the guy, but I also want to highlight, if he does stop another war or he does stop another conflict, there's a reason to highlight it because, again, it's a good accomplishment from the president of the United States, right? On top of that, the thing that I quickly want to share is it almost seems like, and you guys let me know down in the comment section what you think, but I'm starting to see almost a shift of companies are now coming out and refreshing their price targets. So Citron put OpenAI at $500 billion, but puts Palantir at $40 per share, and that's generous. So talking about Palantir is incredibly overvalued and due for a pullback. For those that do not know, Palantir is currently trading at a price per share of $172 per share. So $40 per share would be an insane retracement. But again, if you know anything about Palantir and its PE ratio, it's trading over 500 times its earnings. And there's a reason that, again, people see so much retracement potential. But I kind of like this, right? Because it seems like reality is beginning to sink in once again. I don't know if we're going to be able to see a shift. I don't know if all of this will be put on pause because of what's expected to happen this week. For those that do not know, it says stocks are a little changed to start the week as traders await Powell's speech. What do they mean by Powell's speech? This week on Friday is the Jackson Hole meeting. I do want to let you guys know that I do want to live stream it. I'll leave it up to you guys. If you guys want me to go live, this is where Jerome Powell will be giving a speech. And based off of his sentiment, his tone will give us a better understanding if the Federal Reserve is actually expected to cut rates or to pause once again. Because if we look at this Fed rate monitor tool, remember, last week, this thing was at 98%. Now it's dropped. I just refreshed it right now. Now it's dropped to 80%. So now the probability for a rate pause is getting higher and higher. And this is what tends to happen. So on Friday, I think that we'll see a big shift. There'll be more certainty that, yes, the markets are expected to experience a rate cut, which would cause markets to push up, right? When you lower rates, it's cheaper to borrow money and therefore boosting the overall economy. Or if we get a rate pause, I believe markets can see a strong retracement because they got ahead of themselves, factored something in advance, and if they end up not cutting rates as the markets were expecting, then we have a pretty decent kind of like gap to fill based off of previous lows and what we have recovered because of this expectation. So that is the biggest focus for me this week is what is Jerome Powell going to say on Friday? And I believe that the entire market is really going to wait for this one meeting. So I just want to make sure that you are aware so you're not surprised. Friday, Jackson Hole meeting. I will be live streaming it as long as you guys get this video to over 1,000 likes. The only other uncontrolled variable that we have to take into consideration is Trump. His tweets that he sends out, if they're good, if they're bad, if they're bullish, if they're hawkish or bearish, will determine if markets go up or go down. As of right now, NASDAQ, although it's slightly in the red, it's not really doing anything. It's kind of just trading sideways, a lot of consolidation, no confirmation of a reversal, and no confirmation of a drop. It looks a little bit on the bearish side, but markets are more bullish than bearish. So that's why I'm not convinced that they have to sell off. So I just want to do my part in going live. Also want to let you guys know I do have an open short on UNH that I ended up opening. I shared it with my LPP team. Remember, I trade with my LPP team every single day right at market open, and it's designed for complete beginners. If you're someone that's just getting started and you learn best by watching someone else do, then again, I really do think that you'll gain a lot of value from these daily live trading sessions, especially if you prefer to be able to have someone there every single day. I go live right at market open. So if you want to learn more about it, second link in the description down below. You can literally join for as little as $1.35 a day is what it breaks down to. So again, second link down below. We'll see you for tomorrow's live session. Like always, let's make sure that we end the year on a green note. Take care, team.